£1 slice. Jimmy Golzar, known as Gold Card for his extravagant ways. All right, Gold Card, safe. Give us the most expensive jacket you've got. Anyway, he wants half of Mel B's fortune after the breakup of their marriage.
I think we should leave them alone, you know.
Yeah, well, I haven't done anything. I've just read out a headline.
You what?
I've just only read out a headline. Yeah,
I think it's awful, you know. If people do have problems, it's hard enough having, you know, a relationship in the public eye as it is. And, you know, if people do have problems, they should be allowed to sort them out privately, I think.
Yeah. So you think Mel B... So you're probably not going to be able to give me a comment on that, then?
No, I'm not. So, yeah.
OK. So, we better move on. You're very right, probably. Okay. Damn, I was really looking for a bit of a scoop there.
No.
So, but you're absolutely right. You really feel the weight of national opinion, don't you, when you're in the papers like that?
Yeah, it's very difficult, you know, right from the, you know, when they first got married, you know, people are always trying to find a hole, that, you know, trying to find things that they can...
Unfortunate phrasing, though, isn't it?
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Anyway, yeah.
OK. Will's pal in drug quiz.
He's fair game.
Will, what is the active ingredients in cannabis? Tetrahydrocannabinoid. No, it's not that kind of drug quiz. It's it wasn't that at all. It wasn't a new panel show. Oh, there's enough of them. This is after stopping the car driven by the Honourable Nicholas Natchbull. Apparently working class boy. The boy entrusted with looking after William at Eton. This is another person entrusted with looking after Will, who's apparently... The police find his passengers are carrying drugs. They don't say what the drugs are. I don't think. Can you just have a look at the front bit? Do they say what the drugs are, Victoria?
No. A big load of asprin.
Yeah, right. Could be anything, couldn't it?
Yeah,
no, it doesn't
It's from an
say.
athlete's foot.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a bit of cream.
It's only a bit of rescue remedy.
They don't say what it is.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's just they just found him with drugs. That's it. Just drugs, non-specific. Anyway, do you know what? I'm going to get in there. Thank you very much to all our... And I'm sorry we didn't get a comment there about Mel B, but you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Do they always seem very happy to you?
I love them both, and they're very nice people, and whenever I've seen them, they've been very happy.
There we go.
Well
Thank you very much.
played.
There we go. Good comment. OK. So don't mess
My
with that.
baby's
right?
watching, so I've got to say hi.
Hi, Brooklyn.
He's watching.
OK, should we get in there?
Yeah!
Let's say it again. Let's get in there. OK.
Get in there!
Get in there.
Oh, that's a new opening for that, isn't it?
Do you? He goes out and about?
Yeah, he does.
And he goes out and about doing normal
Yeah, he
things?
does. He's very, very normal.
Really?
Like that, yeah.
OK, thank you very much. OK.
Wow.
How did you choose who to interview then?
I interviewed Elton because he was a friend. Also, I interviewed Valentino, the designer, because he's a friend as well. But it was basically just people that kind of fitted in with, you know, what the show was about. Because, you know, when we first started it, we didn't actually know what it was going to be about at all. And it just kind of fell into place, really.
So it's just you having a gab?
It is really. It is really. I mean, I didn't sit there with, you know, questions, but it's so scary, isn't it, interviewing people?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
Ricky.
really... No. Yeah, but you're just the natural.
No, do you know what? We're just
yeah.
relieved when we get a guest.
Yeah.
But I can see you didn't have that problem.
Yeah.
on
No,
your set.
it's really, really difficult. You know, if you think, you know, when I interviewed Vinnie Jones, for example, you know, he's on a film set. He's got half an hour lunch break, and in that half an hour, I'm interviewing him, which is probably the last thing he wants to be doing in half an hour lunch
I
break.
shouldn't think so at all. Vinny's a very accommodating man, and you're a very charming lady.
Well, thank you very much. But do you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like,
You see, you're
it's
coming
very
at it from
hard.
the different angles, so
Yeah.
you have mucho simpatico for
Yeah.
the artist,
Yeah.
which actually sometimes is quite a horrible thing, because
Yeah.
you know too much.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't want to ask too many, you know, nasty questions to anyone.
Well, yeah, because that's not in your nature anyway, I
Yeah.
happen to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
this
that's
is
a trouble. That's a real problem thing, isn't it? Because you really hate the way the media intrudes
Yeah.
into your personal life. So
Yeah.
of course, when you're interviewing people, you can't exactly then turn around and ask quite intrusive questions.
Exactly.
So then what happens is, you know, you're dangerous. You might just get quite a shallow interview.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what you got from them instead was kind of you hope sort of quite insightful thing. So
Yeah.
Elton John giving us an insight into what it's like being
Yeah,
famous.
but it's really hard because I was so nervous. Rather than listening to the answer people were giving me, I was thinking, OK, what's my next question, what's my next question? And it wasn't until, you know, the last few interviews that I did that I was more relaxed and I was actually listening to what they were saying.
Top training's radio, you know. for that.
Really?
No, I reckon radio is,
Yeah,
you're
top
absolutely right.
training.
I
But then you
interviewed-
move on to telly, the big game.
Yeah. I interviewed Michael Parkinson, and I mean, interviewing
You've interviewed
someone...
Michael Parkinson, what's he
yeah.
like?
He was,
Filthy
he
old
was really,
chauvinist.
really lovely,
He's a
actually.
filthy old
He's a filthy
chauvinist.
old chauvinist, I'll say that right now without any... I don't mean it, Uncle Michael. He is actually.
Did you find him to be a filthy old
No,
chauvinist, as
I
Lisa
didn't.
does?
I didn't. He was really, really nice.
Spend a bit of time with him
Yeah.
in winter. Yeah, I'll give now, this is if all goes well, as a
Yeah.
one-off,
Yeah.
it's gone very well. Do you think it's going to go to a series?
No, I mean I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But I mean, for me, you know, I've got lots of things this year. I'm working on my own album and also doing movies. So you know, you never know what's gonna.
Lisa, what week are you taking on holiday? What week are you
Not
taking?
telling you.
Oh no, go on, tell me.
Why?
'Cause I was going to invite Victoria to join me down here
Oh, no,
for a
that's
week.
an
That'd be nice,
interesting
isn't it?
thing,
Do you like to
yeah.
host
That'd be
here?
nice,
Do you like to
wouldn't it?
come
Can I
work-
pre-record? Because getting up this early
No,
is a killer, isn't it?
no, you'll love it. No, but you know what? You'll find it a really interesting week. Come and host for a week down
Yeah?
here with me. Yeah, Lisa's
Okay.
away in when are you away? February.
I might not go now. Actually, no, I'm not going
Seriously?
anywhere.
No,
I'm
'cause I know
staying
we've
here.
had it because Coxie's going off to do Radio 1.
Yes, yeah,
so-
actually,
so we're
you're
sort of-
scuppered.
So basically,
So
there's
we're a bit-
no one else here. Everybody else has
Well, no,
been
they've
on.
got
No one else has
possibilities.
come back.
You'd
Do you want to get
really
up too
love it.
early?
Yeah, we've got
so-
no one else. But seriously, if you could fill
I'll
in.
tell you what, listen.
No, I'm
all
only
the
kidding. It'd be flat.
I
We'd
know.
love you to come down here
Okay,
and host
listen,
for a week. Why don't you do it?
If you do a favour for me, okay?
Go on then, what's that?
All the other girls have done duets with people,
Yeah.
except for me. Now, I know you're a bit of a singer yourself.
Ah. Do you know,
well,
actually, we'll definitely do that.
Do you reckon I'd be
Yeah.
taken
Yeah,
seriously?
Yeah, exactly right. We'll do a duet and then you do the week down
Right,
here.
okay.
Deal. Okay. Deal breaking live on the show.
Right, okay. Do you reckon I'd be taken seriously as a solo singer then?
Do you want to be a solo singer?
Yeah.
What's the point? You've got all the Spice Girls thing going. They're all doing solo careers. You're only going to be compared to them. You can push on and do your acting, do stuff. What's the point, Beast? What's the point?
No, because I've actually started writing my own album already, and it's just something that you know I want to do really.
If you come up with something red hot, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
it's great. But other than that, we like you being busy in other directions.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
like going to parties.
No, I like the whole.
going to football.
But I mean, because there's an
Yeah, I'd like to have the
you're
time
doing
to
it
go
with
to
a
it.
different. It's like your wedding, for example, and everyone's like, oh, and it's this, that, and the other. I'm actually quite convinced you were having a right laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, come on, you can't sit on thrones and, you know, everybody else was sitting down. And people think that you're being serious. Do you know, I had a flag flying
It wasn't
from the
serious.
roof that said Vic and Dave. And they say, oh, look, she's got a flag flying, you know, her head's up
Yeah,
her...
it was
That wasn't
right
serious
laugh.
either. What about so the
was
threats?
having a
Oh,
laugh.
I thought it was
Come
really
on.
real. No, I really thought. Honestly, I thought you and him were that
No.
arrogant. I thought that's
come-
amazing.
Do you know what? I sit on that throne every night for my dinner.
Do you? Marvellous.
You can come out for dinner if you like.
Oh, can I come over
It's like,
dinner?
pass the salt. Whoosh down the table.
I'd love it.
Yeah, fabulous. And do you know where
I
I
used to be a
live?
barman. No, I don't know where you live. Do you want to tell the whole of
No,
Britain?
I live in Beckingham Palace. That's where
Beckingham
it's
Palace.
I thought that was great. That was one of the headlines, and I liked that
Yeah,
a
good
lot.
one.
I'm going to put it on the front door.
But it was a bit. I thought slightly the wedding. I wasn't. I'm just talking about the coverage.
Yeah.
You know, it's got,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
literally 3 whole editions of OK. I thought it was. I
Yeah.
thought that's coverage, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realise that was going to happen, and sometimes things happen that you don't have any control over. You know, like your mouth.
Yeah, exactly right.
No, I'm only
I know, you're right. I can't control it.
No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
absolutely right.
And I didn't plan on there being 2 books either. You know,
No.
which
Oh,
I
they
haven't
really
paid me
milked
for
that
yet.
baby,
So,
yeah.
you know.
But they really did over milk it, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was over milked.
So did you lose control of that a bit?
No, I mean, I had control over all the pictures that were actually taken and the ones that were actually, you know, put in the magazines. But I didn't realise there were going to be 3, you know, editions of the magazine. But
Okay.
maybe no one did any at homes that week or something.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
so, I mean, you can't blame them. It was blooming big news, and it wiped Sophie and Edward off, actually.
Well, that was.
Well, it did. I mean, obviously, I keep on nearly swearing.
I know, I do as
It's
well. It's 'cause we do
awful.
that late night show.
I know,
I
it's
keep doing it.
really,
No,
it's
it's
dreadful.
terrible.
But it did. So consequently, as they read public demand for it, there was more and more and more because we wanted more.
Also, I mean, there's no, you know, everybody knows they paid a lot of money for the pictures.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you pay a lot of money for something, then you want to get what you're
You
paying
milk
for.
every bit out of it.
Did it pay for the whole wedding?
No, it didn't. I
Didn't
paid
it?
for some of the wedding as well.
See, I thought that was
Yeah.
cunning business, actually.
Yeah.
If it had paid for the lot, I'd have been
that'd
very
be all
proud
right.
of you.
But I think that I've got to tell you that I think that OK Hello thing is
quid.
going a bit too far. I saw on the other day it said I think it was the sister of ex-Blue Peter presenter Leslie Judd reveals all about, and I just thought, what? That's quite a long way from anyone famous.
Yeah.
But anyway, do you know what? We're back in a couple of seconds, in which time you're going to be learning the piano when we come back in a couple of seconds.
Great.
We've got a piano around the back. You got a piano for Christmas from David, we know.
Yes, I
So we're going to
do.
be teaching Victoria to play the piano. Well, I'm not. The pianist is. I'm looking now at the right camera. to tell you that this is Channel 4. You're watching The Big Breakfast. Victoria Beckham's here with us this morning. Hey. But it's the lovely Lisa Tarbuck.
That he's offended.
Yeah. She got a piano for Christmas, didn't you, Victoria?
I did, but it didn't have a lovely curtain like this one. And a lovely...
No, I bet it didn't.
That's snow.
That's the snow. That's the Christmas effect. That can be removed, and the piano is exactly normal.
Yeah.
Is yours one of those cheap flat ones?
No, mine's a big...
Yeah, they're cheaper than these.
Yeah, no, mine's lovely. And do you know, when you open it up, the inside coordinates with my curtain.
Yeah, this is gold inside, solid gold. This is solid gold, and that is really rare laminate wood.
What do you go to for those sort of present
I
ideas?
think it just happened.
I sold it to him. I can't pretend any longer. Do you know what? I think we can go to Phil Gale now, who's got the Big Breakfast News and Weather, because we can't trail anything.
Oh, can't we?
No, but Victoria's going to be learning the piano.
Victoria's going to learn a song for us, which is very nice.
Something out. Thanks very much. Live from Leeds, Helen Morton. Thank you.
Dreary sort of weather.
Now I'm trying to ascertain if it's thongs or big pants.
It's songs.
It is thongs.
Really wants Harry here first.
Oh, ain't on posh.
God, David's mum's not going to be impressed with that, is she?
No, she's not, as a matter of fact. She'll have a very stiff word with you,
Well,
lady.
is it your question?
Do you really think that you are posh?
No, I'm not posh, as what posh actually means. The reason I got the name posh is right at the beginning when the magazine gave us, you know, all of our nicknames.
Which magazine?
It was Top of the Pops magazine. And they gave us all our nicknames.
So they did that, not
Yeah,
the...
no, it wasn't us. They did that, and it stuck.
Do you know, I've always said that guy who marketed them, what a genius. Turns out it was Total Pops magazine did all the work.
Yeah.
I wonder who it was.
Probably Jane Middleton.
Actually, you today, quite honestly.
Okay.
What are David Beckham's most annoying habits, and what are yours? That's from Amanda.
David's most annoying habit, what does he do? He picks his toes with one of these long, kind of
He repulses me.
prongy,
You know what?
prongy things.
What prongy thing?
You know, like it's like what a dentist.
I bet it's from Tiffany and it's specialist equipment you bought it. Specialist silver toe picker.
No, it's just from boots.
Toe jam footballer.
Yeah, toe jam. Toe jam.
It's a big
I love the word toe jam. Okay, I've got one. I've
Go
got
on
one.
then. We didn't find out
what are
yours
yours?
are.
No, I think both of our annoying habits that our neighbours probably are the fact that every night we watch Only Fools and Horses tapes.
You want to go to Magaluf?
How close are your neighbours?
You can, well,
What, from where they peek at the window? They're getting
Yeah.
bored. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Katie Rosal from Sarlinghall says, where's Brooklyn now?
He's with my mum. Actually, he's watching this right now. He's with my mum. It's too early to get him up. So.
Yeah, fair dues.
Your question.
Okay, Gemma from Whitley Bay. Do you still keep in touch with your school friends?
Very good question, very
I
real.
didn't have very many friends at school.
Best
I
way.
had, you know, my best friend.
Less hangers on now.
Exactly.
Do you
My
think...
best friend went to my school, and yeah, I do still see her.
Good.
But most of them wanted to beat me up at school, so I'm glad I don't see them anyway. So
Yeah, why do they want to beat you up?
No, well. No,
Were you
so I
quite
did-
cocky?
No, I wasn't
You were,
cocky
weren't you?
at all. I was a swat at school. And
Were you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A girly swap?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is from Matthew Bolson. Nice, you like that?
Yeah, I do.
Matthew Bolson. I like a swap.
You're a swap.
I'm a swap. Matthew Bolson from Ledbury. Do you think that the Jerry and Chris Evans relationship was real or just a PR stunt?
I've heard that it was real from people, but, I mean, you know, you don't know.
God, just a week though, one of them's rubbish. Will from Northampton.
Do you know what? That's the only sense I've heard discussed about on the whole subject. One of them is rubbish. One of them thinks I don't want to wake up with them for the rest of my life. No way.
Stop it. If you weren't a Spice Girl, what would you have been?
What would I do? I'd have probably liked to have done something in fashion, something like that, I think.
Fair
Oh, you
dues.
know, I really had this thing about those beep, beep, beep.
Oh, no.
I had a go on one the other day. I went to Marks and Spencer and said, I'm really sorry.
It's
but
really
can I have
affected
the-"
you as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I really like it. So I'd have probably worked in
Maybe it's the noise is quite
Yeah.
pleasing.
Imagine that's what David bought you for Christmas. Just your own cash till. Your very own supermarket checkout. And he bought loads of gifts that you could just swat. And he comes up posing as a punter.
Playing shop.
And he goes, I've got a full basket today, Victoria. And he comes through. And you just go,
Very
and you go, have you, David? And he goes, and then it goes into a steamy love game. Okay, here we go.
I'm playing with the Countess and the driver.
Easy, that's my favourite. Do you feel happier now you are living... Actually, I can see him doing that. Sorry, I've become really distracted by that,
In a
by
thong?
that peculiar... No, the Dave in a thong behind the till.
Yeah, with a nice
No.
with a trolley.
Yeah, thong mini market.
People all over the world there.
Do you feel happier now you're living in the south, which is obviously nearer to your parents, even if it is a lot further for David to travel to work? A lot's been made of your travelling and work and all that sort of thing.
A lot of people said that I don't like it in Manchester, and you know, I spend a lot of time there. I've got a lot of friends up there, and don't I?
You've covered yourself.
I really have got a lot of friends there, and I spend just as much time there as I do here. When David's working, we're up there. I only live in London when I'm working down here, and it is nice to be near my mum and dad. But then we both do a lot of travelling, probably more me than
His family's all
he
down
does,
here,
and
aren't they?
Alex Ferguson is probably watching this. David does not travel.
But his family, I mean, he's from London, isn't he? His
He's from
family.
Chingford, mate.
He's from Chingford, yes. So his family are all down here as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
So is there a possibility that ultimately you will settle down here?
In years and years and years, but at the moment he has no intentions of moving. He doesn't. You know,
Okay.
he's happy out there. He doesn't even want to move abroad. You know, there's also been lots of rumours about him moving abroad. He wants to stay where he is.
But how would you like to go and say live in Italy or something like that? How would you take to that?
Not at the moment. I wouldn't want to. I couldn't leave my mum.
Do you know, I love you saying that. That's
I
why I
couldn't.
can't move away from London, because I
No, but
miss my
really, you
mum.
couldn't. I mean, Italy. I mean, it's only. It's probably.
Boring and boring.
It's probably less of a. No, I'm trying to get in on the
This
transfer.
morning.
Sorry.
This is just awful.
He's trying to get an exclusive. He's not moving,
Really?
Johnny. No, it would be hard, wouldn't it, to leave your mum?
Yes, it really would. Have you ever met mine?
No.
She's lovely. Really tiny as well. I've no idea where I come from.
Yeah. She's
Actually,
little.
there's a story.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, let the sun have a look, a rake over of that. Well, do you know what? I think we've done that now. We actually need to take a break. So here it is.
Look at that. Victoria, you ready for this?
Does he get paid a lot of money to look like
I
that?
know he gets paid
In
bundle.
that outfit?
I
In
pay
that
him.
outfit?
Well, he's
That's-
part of a youth
yeah.
scheme for youth unemployment. For,
Yeah.
He's a
My dressing
glue
room
sniffer.
after
He
the
used to
show.
stuff glue. He used to stuff glue. Now, he bangs a gong.
Warm up.
Okay.
Just warm up, Ian.
I'll just
My
shake it
name
out.
is Susie. We are expression trained. This is my
Oh.
life partner, Ian. That's
Oh,
with an
great.
I.
Right. Don't touch me in my
Okay,
special
now
place.
leave it all out. Let it out.
Okay.
Okay, Ian. Are we
Right.
ready?
Now, Victoria, our script for this, apart from this, is our bodies. That's my script. It's my body, right? Susie and I will be using us harnessing the dramatic power of mime to evoke the great cinema classics. All right? To evoke the cinema classics.
Right.
We want you, as quickly as you can, and loudly and clearly, please, to shout out what we're meant. Right?
Right,
So,
okay.
so we mime, you shout out what we mime.
Right, okay.
Very well done. Very well done.
Then you hear gong. When the gong, that's up, that's over. Right, okay.
Right, and now as we're doing this before our main piece tonight, we have to keep it short.
Oh, interactive.
So you're only going to get 90 seconds, okay, to
Right,
guess all of these. And it's just to get us all in the mood.
Okay.
Now, we always are breaking new ground.
Interactive,
And
there
so
we are.
tonight we're making this exercise
Great.
an interactive one with members of the public who'll be
Great.
phoning me on
Okay.
this phone.
Great.
It's an imaginary one, because I haven't got it.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay.
is that Helen
Right,
in
let's do
Milton
it. Right,
Keynes?
okay, let's do it. Right, okay.
Hello, Helen.
Hello,
Susie. Hello, Helen. How are you?
Over.
I'm great.
Right, 6, oh wait.
How many do you think Victoria's
No problem,
going to
no
guess
problem, no
today? It's going to be 9. She's going to guess 9.
Great, sorry. Okay.
Oh,
great,
Victoria, the pressure's on. There you go, a nice big 9. Graham in Harrogate, how are you, love?
Hi, Susie.
How are you? You all right?
Yes, fine, thanks. I
Good.
think she's
How
gonna get
many is Victoria going to guess?
I think she'll get 5.
5.
big
That's
number.
quite nice.
Spike.
I'm doing funny little lettering there as if I was in Tibet.
Okay.
Claire in 5. Hello, love. Hi there. How are you? I'm fine, yourself? Oh, tickety-boo, as they say. Happy New Year, love. Now, how
Happy
many
New
is
Year.
Victoria going to get right?
6.
Sex, you say? It's just your accent, isn't it, you naughty lady? Various typing and type.
And 90. Right, great.
Up your route, that, isn't it?
Right. Oh, love that.
Right,
love
well,
that,
I
love
think
that,
we
love
have a little shakeout.
Mad for that, love
And we
it.
ought to get
Just
on with
great,
it,
just
frankly.
Great. Just great to be here.
No
Just
time
great
to
to be out of
rehearse,
jail.
we'll just do this cold, shall we?
Shake it out. Just great to be out of jail. Just great to be here.
Right, okay then.
You try. You're
Right.
laughing in your ball, innit? Ball in jail, mate. It's sort you out, you little.
Hey,
Sorry. Okay.
now leave that.
No, it's fine.
Leave
It's fine.
it, man.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Come
fine.
on,
It's fine.
come
It's
on,
fine.
come on, come on.
Okay. Right. Okay. Shake it out. Shake it out.
That's it, baby.
Okay.
That's it.
90 seconds. Let's get the list.
Okay,
Let's see what we
keep
got
it
here.
there. Right, okay, right, we're going. And we've got 90 seconds on the clock, please. First one.
Okay. You ready? 90
Right,
seconds.
we're going.
Let's go. No.
Oh, train spotting.
Yeah!
There you go. Bang on, that's bang on. What is it? Yes, E.T., yes, okay.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No, I'm a shark. I'm a shark, you fool.
Oh, George.
Look at that.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next one.
What is it? What is it?
Scream.
Right.
Next one. I like that one. Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
I tell
It's
you
so
what,
easy,
you're
that
good
one,
at this.
okay,
Here we
easy.
go.
Right. Okay. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, Chariots of Fire.
Yay! Okay.
What is it? What is it? No, I don't know. You can do that all you like. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's... Yes, Jurassic Park. You took it right. You're excited all, look.
Okay.
Right, okay. You go forth. It's Norse. Yeah, right.
Star Wars.
Yeah, right. No, you got that bang on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm on top of it. Oh, look, no, it's a berg. An iceberg.
Oh, Titanic.
Right. Thank you very much. That's really good performance, sir. Thank you.
You know what? You've got
Banging, great,
9
banging up.
right, which means
You would have laughed
Helen
me,
and
by the way.
Milton Keynes. Helen, you're going on a week's VIP trip to Florida, love. Yeah, oh, it's real.
No, it's a real competition. Just use for a laugh.
Isn't that great though? Helen now loves you. I can't believe it. It's fantastic. Let's have a lovely time.
I'm a great place for it. It's a great place. Just watch yourself. Can be dangerous if you do a fly drive. Hold it. Right? If you do a fly drive, you just watch when you get the cats and dodgy tights. Right? You just watch it. Right, listen, we're back tomorrow, same time, same place. We are Expression 2. We're out here. Peace. Thank you, we're good. Bye.
That's it.
From David, he claims. But apparently, she can't play a note.
So we've got a pianist, Mr. Peter, in, and he's been teaching her a tune, haven't you?
We have been having a go at a tune. We were going to do the Greek piano concerto, but I
Wasn't
don't think we've got
time.
time now.
See, you can't play us out on this. So we're about to hear the first ever televised piano performance. What have you taught Victoria to play,
Well, I
Peter?
thought a nice little lullaby for Brooklyn would be a good idea. So,
winning the vote.
we...
Come on then, show us.
There's calls going on in everything.
Okay, here you go. What's that? Again. Okay, ready?
Okay.
This time...
The instruction and everything.
I'll dance. I'm in chiffon if anyone wants to know.
Thank you!
I've got a bit of a lump in my throat.
Yeah, I've got a lump in my throat as well.
It's time to thank all of today's guests. They have been the Ong family.
Oh.